Assalamu alaikum and hello again. This is the video I promised you in my previous video, defining success. Okay, so I'm going to start by telling you what success is not. Then I'm going to go on to telling you well-known dictionary definitions of success, and then I'm going to tell you my definition of success and why mine is different. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, so the reason why this video is so important is very simple. If you're watching my channel, then you know that we are all currently on a journey to success. And usually when you start a trip or a journey, you know exactly where you're going to. The reason why we need to define success for ourselves is because we can't go on this journey without knowing where our end goal is. So let's go and define our end goal. Okay, so first I'm going to tell you what success is not. Success is not only being a millionaire. Success is not only having, a six-pack. Success is not only having society, wanting your autograph. That is not success. Okay, now I'm going to tell you some dictionary definitions of success. According to the Britannica Dictionary, success is the fact of achieving wealth, respect, or fame. According to the Oxford Dictionary, it's pretty similar. It's actually the exact same thing. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, it says, degree or measure of succeeding, which is essentially they're just reusing the word, so I wouldn't use that one. They say for 1B, it means favorable or desired outcome, also the attainment of wealth, favor, or eminence. Okay? And if y'all don't know what eminence means, it means like being more prominent and superior, kind of. Okay. So those are the three biggest dictionaries definitions of success. Now, I don't actually agree with any of them because, I find a flaw in all of them. In the Oxford and Britannica Dictionary's definition of success, they say attaining wealth, fame, respect, all those good things that people want out there. I just told you, having those only are not gonna make you successful. They're gonna make you successful in one aspect of your life, but it's not going to make you overall successful, and that's what we're trying to achieve here, overall success. In the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, it says getting the desired outcome. Okay, so there is a big flaw in here because a lot of people don't have high standards, okay? If somebody has low standards and they say, as long as I'm alive and happy and I'm not broke, I at least have $1, that's good enough for me. So success is not, this is good enough for me, okay? Success means you are well-to-do in almost every aspect of your life, okay? So all these definitions have tiny flaws. I've tried to make the most flawless definition I could think of for success, and that is being happy and efficient. Okay, and allow me to further explain, but first I'm going to mention one thing. The reason why the definition of success is so important, because usually people tend to try to be successful, and if you don't try to have your goal, or if your goal isn't right that you're trying to have, that's just a really big mistake you can make, okay? So now, success is not a one-sentence definition, but this is the best I could get. Success is when you are happy and efficient. So, I'm going to take the case of a very famous woman in America's history, Harriet Tubman. I'm going to put three people in this situation. Post-escape Harriet Tubman, pre-escape Harriet Tubman, and her slave master. So, Harriet Tubman, before she escaped, was efficient, but she wasn't happy. So you couldn't really call her successful. Because, I mean, if you asked her, are you successful? She'll say, I get the work done, but I'm not happy. Okay? Nobody wants to do that. Hardworking but not happy? Mm-mm. That's not a good result. Okay? So she was unsuccessful. We'll park that. Next is Harriet Tubman's master. He's happy, but he's not efficient. He's not doing a quarter of the work she's doing. So we'll park him. Unsuccessful. Last, we have post escape Harriet Tubman. After Harriet Tubman escaped, she actually helped further establish the Underground Railroad, and she actually helped, I think, over 200 other slaves escape. In that period of time, she's happy because she's free. Okay? She's free. And she's helping all these other people, other slaves, all her brothers and sisters and parents escape. So that is definitely efficient. That's harder than her first task. Post escape Harriet Tubman, she is happy and efficient. She is successful. Okay? And that's really important because you don't want to be efficient and not happy. And you don't want to be happy and not efficient because both of those have a flaw. And that's what I was saying about the dictionary definitions. The thing of attaining the desired outcome, some people's standards aren't high. They're going to be happy but not efficient. And the thing about just getting fame and respect and money and whatever else the people want, those are individual aspects of success. Okay? You can't really get one thing right and then, expect you to become generally successful. It's like if you have a test and there are 20 questions, you can't just get one question right and tell your mom, "Yeah, I got my test. I got an A on my test. I got 100%." You got 100% on one question, but you're gonna have to average that out. Success is an averaged out thing. Later on, after a few days, maybe I'll post a video on the components of success. Alright, that's all I have for today, and I hope to see you in my next video.